Okay, for all the viewers that are out there wondering how the fuck do they have all this stuff?
They did it!
Grind. As you can see,
I built my house, and then I just started my.
They did it!
And I'm just completely demolished.
I've only been here for an hour doing this. They've been here for 7.
as you can see.
Hey.
Yeah, wait. Oh, that's cobblestone. Never mind.
As you can see, I have no life.
I mean, we knew
Literally.
that. Fucking, like, all your viewers know that all of us that don't fucking have lives.
I mean, I don't know. I built a wheat farm that's not quite full, and then I made that my potato one, and that one's my carrot, and then I made a sugarcane thing. But these two, I don't even know. I don't even know what they've done. Insomnia bats, run! Oh, Brian has a breeding chambers inside the mountain now. And he's got a basement, but I haven't seen it. Oh, okay. I don't like this. Brian.
You don't like what?
Why did you put your seeds in the ground? There's no...
Because I like
There's no sunlight down here. Your trees are gonna grow up without a dad.
But there's torches and glowstone.
I'm taking...
Yeah, you take my sugar.
Say I'm taking this. I need to fill my farm up.
Take it. Take it all.
I fucking will. If Captain America had an OnlyFans, would you guys subscribe to it?
Probably.
There, now mine's full.
Yeah.
What if it was just pictures of him or videos of him throwing his shield?
Him doing what?
Throwing his shield.
Even better.
That's slang for masturbating.
Even fucking better. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, boy.
Now I can be horny for more than one reason.
These bats need to fuck off. No! Go away! I paid my taxes, Biden! Don't finger me! Get away! Fuck off!
You're too old.
You don't know that. My asshole could be 10 for all we know.
Your asshole could be 10, but you yourself are not 10.
You're right. I'm a fat 40-year-old man.
Yep.
Yep. You hit the nail right on the head. Good work.
Go die.
Riley's just now making his strip mine, but he's like, I need to position it like this so that I don't run into Brian's strip mine. And I was like, yeah, you do have to take precautions to run into the way Brian fucking mines.
Yeah.
You
So
like...
I got to the bottom of mine and then I hit a lava pit.
I swear to God.
Is my mortal enemy.
I swear to God, Brian just tapes his left mouse click down and just starts walking in one direction, man.
It's wrong. It's on a macro.
What does that mean?
It means that it does it for me.
Of course, you fucker. What? Brian has discovered a funny.
Oh, my head hurts.
Why does your head hurt?
Well, I touched it a little bit too much, so now it hurts.
Well, I thought it was because cum's stored in the brain and you have a headache.
That is also a valid point.
That's why men, whenever they have really high testosterone, they make a lot of cum, and then that boosts their ego up because their brain fills up.
I'm gonna stay quiet for once.
It's because you agree.
It's cause I was gonna say something really bad.
Brian has no concept of reality. It's always Monday. It's always Monday, man. It's literally always Monday.
Today it is Monday.
We've all... Yeah, I know, right? Actually, I think the last 2 times we've recorded it's been on Monday, right? Brian, why aren't you in charge of the government? You could probably see those nukes coming from a mile away.
I'd be able to sense it with my balls.
Oh man, Brian's got the spider ball itch. If your balls itch, it's canon that something's wrong.
You know, Pinch and twist.
No, just don't pinch and twist. It sounds so bad.
Pinch and twist me, daddy.
No. Don't listen to him.
Elder Brian just started voting too.
Guys, this is Minecraft Monday, not Degenerate Craft. Get your fucking shit together. Fucking silverfish, go away! Your mom doesn't love you, that's why you were put in a rock.
I'm a reverend.
That is true. He is actually an ordained minister. I completely forgot about this fact. In fact, I don't think I was even told this fact. Please tell me the story.
I forgot
about
okay,
how...
okay. So, I got bored at work one night.
And you just decided to become ordained? Okay.
Yeah. I got bored at work one night, and next thing you know, I was like, I found this website where I could become ordained as a minister. I purely did this because I thought it'd be funny if I was legally allowed to marry people.
Okay.
That was the entire reasoning behind this. It's just like, it'd be fucking funny if I could marry people. Now here we are. I've been able to marry people for 5 years now.
What the fuck? I thought you were looking for one of those like, oh man, the wedding's being canceled at the last minute, but now it's back on, and we don't have a priest or a preacher or whatever. Wait a minute, Riley's ordained.
It was just a I'm bored. Over the years, I have married several things.
Legally, in the eyes of God.
Yeah, legally, I've married several things.
Things, not people. Things.
Not people. Things.
Not people. Fuck people.
Fuck people. I didn't get ordained to marry people. Are you fucking crazy? I got ordained to marry things.
This bag is now married to this cup.
Yeah, shit like that.
Stuff, Lori, and things.
You know the piss in the water.
Oh, you married those two?
Yeah, duh. You haven't?
I can't.
Can't
legally.
say that I have. Hey Alexa, shit Brian's pants.
Guys, I have another story about a person that I work with. Person at work that I work with.
Got another bar hoe.
Oh my god, did he just repeat a 2020 joke?
This girl at work that I work with.
Oh no, it's a bar hoe.
No, it's not a bar.
Oh no, it's a borrow.
The bar hoe is taken.
That's why I said it's another bar hoe.
Good point. So, I was talking to her the other day, and she was like, I'm really upset, because I asked, like, how she was or whatever, and she's like, well, I just broke up with my boyfriend, and I feel like it's my fault. I go,
You
well,
broke up with your boyfriend, or...
She broke up with her boyfriend.
So she's...
Boyfriend.
No, what I mean is, like, she broke up with him, or he broke up with her, was what I meant.
She broke up with him.
Well, then,
She's like,
okay.
I feel like it's all my fault, everything's on me, blah, blah,
It's
blah, blah.
obviously her fault.
like-
She broke up with him. What?
I was like, well, if it makes you feel any better, my ex broke up with me after 3.5 years because she wasn't sexually attracted to me. And she just goes, oh, and then gave me a hug. I was like, yeah.
Ah, sympathy titties.
Oh god.
That's weird that you had to deal with that. When did you have to deal with this?
A couple of days ago.
Because I just had to deal with my coworker telling me that she broke up with her boyfriend yesterday.
I don't talk to anybody. Lego
Yay,
Mayago.
politics.
Yay, politics on a Minecraft Monday.
Politics? I thought this was politics.
Brian, do I have to
my
escort you out of the
politics
chat?
I mean, if people pay, I'll throw my ass back.
I'll throw my ass back.
You heard it here, folks. Riley is gonna get an OnlyFans. He's just gonna have it as term. And for his first video, if you pledge $5, he will throw it back for you. You heard it from the source here today. What song would you throw it back to, Riley?
Oh, obviously it's gotta be Cardi B if I'm throwing it back.
Some WAP.
I was gonna say it's gonna be some WAP. No, you gotta distinguish yourself. You gotta throw it back to like some Beethoven or some shit. You really gotta set yourself out to the crowd. You gotta set yourself out.
Throw it back to Percolator.
Throw it back to Percolator.
The song that everybody but Brian knows.
Yeah.
No, you gotta do something like awful. You gotta do something that appeals to kids. You gotta throw it back to like the Pokemon theme song.
Which one?
The Poke Rap. We'll go with that one. That's got a nice beat. I wanna be the very best, and then you like do a jiggle. There's potential
which
there.
Version of the Poke Rap are we thinking?
There's
a few versions.
Smosh's version of the Poke Rap.
Oh, Smosh's? Okay.
It was the year 3005, and YouTube has just begun. Please just send me a video of you twerking one day, and I will perform wonders with it.
If you wanna video me twerking, I'm obviously not gonna send it till like you're with till you're with Audie.
You know, the other day, the other day, you guys were like, "Hey, show me that titty," and I was like, "Okay," and like I was like, "Okay, so you guys want me to show my titty, so I'm gonna show you my titty," and I did this while Audie was with me, and she's like, "Nope, nope, 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 you're not doing that." And I was like, "I'm gonna go take a video of it," and she's like, "No, you're not." And I was like, "Watch me." And then that's why she got up out of the bed, and she was like, "No, he's not doing that," and I was like, "But babe, they need the titty." I can't let down my boys. They need the titty. I don't know how to sleep right. There better not be a zombie.
I don't know how to sleep.
Yeah, I don't know how to sleep right either. I only sleep left.
I haven't slept good since I was like 16. That was a terrible joke, by the way.
Yeah, that wasn't very good at all.
Riley, tell us a story about a time traveling shit.
A time traveling shit. Where am I time traveling to? Am I going forward or backwards?
I think. Okay, so let's set this up right. Okay, story time with Riley. Here we go. Here's my prompt. You are a shit from the Julius Caesar. Okay, you're his last shit. You carry his consciousness, and you go into the Roman sewers, and you pass through an enchanted gateway, and then in that enchanted gateway takes you to whatever time you want. That's my prompt.
Oh, okay.
That was
You're the shit that he made while he was being stabbed.
So I am the shit.
You are the shit. You don't have to have the consciousness of Julius if you don't want it, but you are.
I'm the shit he took on the way to
the Senate or whatever.
The Senate.
Yes. You are the shit.
Okay.
He's activating dumbass mode. You know how a cat, you have to wave a laser pointer in front of him? I think I just did that to Riley with my prompt.
I don't know how I'll take this.
I would say I can pitch you a different prompt if you want.
I mean, like, I could have easily gotten something with, like taking it. The shit is so powerful, it sends you through time. I could work with that. But being a sentient shit, that's
being a sentient shit. That's where I draw the line.
I don't know where to go with it. I don't know where to take it.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, okay. Let's say there's a porta potty that when you shit in it, you go back in time. How about that?
There's a what?
There's a porta potty that when you shit in it, you go back in time. And it's in like a scrapyard because no one understands it.
Porta potty time machine.
Yeah, it's like the hot tub time machine, but worse.
But worse.
Because it sucks you down into the blue water. It sucks you down.
It just shoots you out of out of another one.
No!
Or, out of the sewer.
You remember that scene from the Men in Black where they get sucked down the blue toilet thing? It's like that. That's what the time traveling's like. Pops you out and you're covered in blue liquid, no matter what. Looks like a Smurf just gave birth to you. I'm coming up with some bangers tonight.
So I'm gonna tell you this story. This story happened a long time ago in 5 blocks from here.
Five blocks from here.
So I was walking around town. I'm going near the landfill, and they have a scrapyard there for some shit. I'm in the scrapyard. I'm like, fuck. I'm trying to find some like decent sheet metal. Trying to make a guillotine. And oh no.
Ah! Brian, execute AA gun!
Get out of here, you commie fuckers. I just want to tell my fucking story. Alright, so as I was saying, I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta take a shit. And normally I wouldn't go into like a porta potty that's out in the middle of a fucking scrapyard, because I'm a normal human being. But like next thing you know, I'm like, it's fucking coming. It's T-5 to lift off. I go in there and I sit down, but next thing you know, I'm being fucking sucked into this porta potty. Like I'm like underneath the blue fucking goo. Just shit and piss water everywhere, along with this blue fucking crap. And shit's going fucking crazy at this point. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know where the fuck I am. And then 20 minutes later, well, what feels like 20 minutes later, I come back up. I'm out of the goo, and I'm just in this fucking field. And I'm like, where the fuck am I? I'm like, I must have been teleported somewhere. I must have been something's fucking wrong. What the fuck is going on? And then I start hearing what sounds like German, but I can fucking understand it. And I'm like, I know I took a few years of German in high school, but why the fuck am I able to understand this? And as I keep going on, I'm going close to the German, because I want to be able to see these people, because they might be able to help me out. And as I'm getting closer, I start seeing they're in uniforms.
Oh.
And these are obviously soldiers here. And then, about 5 minutes later, I realize I'm standing in front of fucking Auschwitz, because I see Arbeit macht frei. And I'm like, oh fuck, shit. I'm like, well, this is interesting. I didn't know that they do tours like this in Germany of Auschwitz. I thought this was just oh god, why are there people in the striped pajamas?
Actors.
Like, perfect time for a bee. And I'm like, okay, that's a little tasteless for for some actors. That's a little tasteless. This is a memorial to a lot of dead Jewish people. I'm just kind of vibing, and I'm like, I'm obviously not vibing. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm just like, and they start yelling at me, and they throw this uniform at me, and they're yelling at me in German, and I can understand it, and I'm yelling back in German. When people yell at me, I yell back, and then they kind of smile and nod and walk away, and I'm like, okay. And then this other fucking person comes and leads me over to this fucking to this fucking office. I go and change, and it turns out they think I'm a German officer. They think I'm the new officer that just got transferred, because apparently they were told that this new officer wears some weird fucking clothes. So here I am, an officer at fucking Auschwitz, and I'm just still thinking like, oh man, this is just it's part of the fucking thing. Like, this is obviously isn't real. This is just some bad taste fucking acting thing that some people decided, oh, it'd be a good idea. Let's have people dress up as Jew, like imprisoned Jews and Nazi soldiers. I was like, okay, I need to figure a way out of this shit. And then paperwork starts coming in. They have me sitting here in this fucking office with a bunch of paperwork, and I'm looking at all this, and it's all in German. I'm seeing like one saying like numbers of Jews gassed and how much energy that generated for that day. How many are digging holes and all this shit. And I'm like, oh no. And then this goes on for like the better part of a day. And then at one point they want me to come and see the ovens, and I'm like, why the fuck do they want me to see the ovens? Like, what the fuck? Like, what? I get there, and wouldn't you fucking know it, they have the people there, and I'm like, okay, this is obviously going a little far now. And next thing you know, they're putting Jews in the oven. And I'm like, okay, this, like, why? And then I just hear screams, all these fucking screams, and I'm like, okay, that ain't real, that ain't right. This is obviously some fucked up acting. That's when I realized, when they opened the door and there was fire, that this isn't acting. This is real. I'm like, oh shit, motherfucker! I've been put through time, some bullfuckery, and now I'm in Nazi Germany. I apparently just ordered the death of a bunch of people.
Oh no.
I'm just sitting there and I'm like, well, fuck. I gotta figure a way out of this. How did I get into this mess? That fucking porta potty. These people think I'm a fucking German officer and all this fucking shit in Auschwitz. And then next thing you know, I hear bullets. And I'm like, oh. And I'm seeing like all these fucking like people roll up outside the gates, fucking shooting at any German they see on sight, starting to help the Jewish people. And I'm like, oh no. As I'm looking down at like this fucking uniform I'm in, and I'm like, I gotta get out of here. And all these soldiers are like, oh, protect the officer and all this shit, and I'm just thinking like, what the fuck? And I'm going, and as I'm running around a corner and all this shit, I'm running through buildings and shit, trying not to get shot. I see the fucking porta potty out of the corner of my eye. I get in there. I don't even sit down. I literally dive into the fucking toilet. like fucking total ass swan dive into it. And I close my I fucking going through all this shit again, shit, water, everything. I open my eyes. I'm not home anymore still. I'm in another fucking place that it must be the fucking future, because it runs just like fucking cyberpunk shit. As I'm sitting there, I see these sitting in this field, these people come up to me and they start talking some fucking random ass language now, and I'm just looking at them like a fucking idiot. I'm just like, what? 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 And one of them just like takes out his fucking arm and starts beating the shit out of it, and suddenly a fucking iPad juts out of his stomach and he starts typing. He goes, oh hey, just starts speaking English suddenly now, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? He's telling me that I somehow, like, who the fuck am I, if I know where I am, and all this other bullshit, and that why don't I have my my ID tag in my wrist. And I'm like, well, obviously I look at him, I'm the sarcastic cunt I am, and I go, well, that's because I slit my wrist, assholes. And as this is all going on, the other one's looking at me like I'm a fucking dumbass still, and this guy just goes, you need your fucking ID wrist. I'm like, nah, fuck this, and just started running. I started running and running and running and running and running, and then eventually one of them just tases me. Then 20 minutes later I wake up and I'm in the porta potty back home still, and there's the guy knocking on the door, or there's a guy like fucking wafting me with like a piece of like paper, and he tells me I passed out due to the noxious fumes of this old ass porta potty. Told me that the buildup of shit and blue water and piss has just made this porta potty have a hallucinogenic effect on people.
Not the direction I would have taken that story, but good enough. Good job. Good job. What the fuck? That was a weird one.
Fire.
Oh, now we can use it as a bridge. Wait, I got this.
I am in bed.
What you thinking about?
You.
All right, delete me from your thoughts immediately.
Impossible.
Time.
Oh my god.
I can't do that very well. I'm not famous, I'm just a fucking stupid guy. Thank you for following me. I'll treat you like every guy. I'll fuck
you off.
better than she ever did. I'll pick up the pieces of your life without her on your mind. I'll still fuck you. Yeah,
Cause
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sexually attracted.
Brian.